Awesome. Adrian, thanks for being here, man. This is exciting.
Thanks so much for having me. This is my first time in Boise, Idaho.
Oh,
Thanks
no
for having me to ClickBank. It's definitely one of the most reputable names in the industry for affiliate marketing. And I feel like last night I was walking downtown Boise, Idaho. I'm like, wow, this place is so underrated. Like,
No, don't tell anyone. We can't.
It's beautiful here. Like, so I'm super thankful to be here.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, no, the more I travel for ClickBank, the more I really appreciate Boise. So I'm glad you're getting a chance to taste it. Yeah, that's exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'd love to start here and just kind of talk a bit about how you got started in the space, because it's probably a pretty unique track to most people. Do you mind sharing kind of just how you maybe got a taste and got your first sale rolling?
Definitely. So I'm 32 today, and about 11-ish years ago, I was dancing for T-Pain as a professional backup dancer, doing the robot, popping, a lot of these moves I don't know if I could do today,
I'm sure.
being honest. But after a tour ended, and I would definitely add abruptly, unplanned, I had to figure out a way to basically still be a dancer. I wanted to dance and make a living from it, but I was living in Dubuque, Iowa. So this is a very small town of about 100,000 people. Not the best place to be a robot dancer. So I took to YouTube and I started creating dance tutorials to teach people how to dance. As much as I like to say, it was like I rocketed to the moon. I was making all this money right away. No, I didn't make any money for the first 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Despite having really cool experience dancing with T-Pain in Iowa, when you're in a job interview looking to get a marketing gig, they're like, okay, great. So I see you dance for T-Pain. So like, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. And then that's when I basically had to get a job at a call center working making $27,000 a year. And then after that, I would work on my YouTube channel, posting videos. After about 3 years, I finally made some money. I have it right here, the exact date. Let's see, 43 cents.
Oh, sweet.
One day. Yeah. Yep. That's years of work to get there.
And what was that 43 cents? Was that from YouTube?
YouTube.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I realized shortly after that I needed to create a product. Actually, some people, if you look into business, I was all passion, no business sense at all. I didn't even ask the question, how do you make money? I just thought I would be posting these videos and money would come up.
Right.
But it was actually a subscriber that said, Adrian, if you created a comprehensive breakdown, 60 minutes long, I would love to buy that from you. So that was my
you got your first product idea directly from a viewer?
From a viewer. I probably had like around 20,000 subscribers. And then that was my first product. It took me like a month and a half to build. And then after I launched it, the very first month, I made $1,000. And
cool.
I'll just fast forward the story a little bit to make it about affiliate marketing, which is my primary income today, is after I was maximizing the niche of how to dance the robot, which is a very tiny niche. Not everyone wants to do that. I don't know why.
I mean, I think I need to go buy that, honestly. Like, I'm terrible.
Yeah. Well, it'll be an Adrian with no gray hair, because I was like really young when I was making it. But I noticed that my audience, the dancers, they loved my content. They loved my teaching. They loved my nerdiness. And so they're saying, Adrian, like, what kind of clothes are you wearing in this video? What kind of sweatpants? Where do you get your shoes? What are the best shoes for gliding? What those robot sunglasses? What are those? Like, tell me about the headphones you wear. They're like wanting to know everything that I was doing. So I was telling them, but I didn't realize I could actually get paid to partner with these brands and then still give them exactly what they're looking for and then make a commission. But when I first learned about affiliate marketing, it added another new revenue stream to my business. So that's kind of how I got into being an entrepreneur, dancing, and then eventually how I heard of affiliate marketing many years ago.
Gotcha. So you started just kind of repping and kind of promoting the lifestyle brands you were using, right?
Exactly.
To your audience. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so how has that grown from, like, I guess, how did you start layering in, because I know what you're doing now a little bit, but without giving it away, how did you start layering in maybe, let's say, more direct one-to-one affiliate marketing beyond the YouTube influencer space?
So after promoting these affiliate companies through just my, I guess you could say my personal brand as a dancer, I was at a ceiling, and it's still a lot of money, $5,000 a month I was making these years ago through dancing and the affiliate income, but I could not reach that. I couldn't scale it. I was also not running any paid ads successfully. I was trying to sell my dance tutorials through Google and YouTube ads, and I could never find the return on the investment. So then I had the idea to basically, I had a really awesome promoting headphones offer for, I believe the company was Skull headphones.
Oh yeah.
Are they still around?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So Skull headphones, everyone was like buying them. They were like really trendy at the time.
I think I know what the time frame you're talking about. Everyone had them. Yeah.
So I thought I could actually run ads to promote the affiliate offer. This is not some innovative concept. Many people were doing this. I was learning. I just was not seeing the numbers that everyone else was claiming to have. But it was that process that I actually was able to, I wouldn't say make a profit, but at least break even, and promoting these offers. And even if I was spending $1 and making like $1.15, it was still something to me. Every single dollar still matters to me today, but then it had a big impact. So it was that concept of like spending money, and I didn't have a lot of budget. I was spending probably like $5 a day back then, and I was trying to promote Skull headphones plus a variety of other different affiliate offers. And it was that process of like just those small tiny wins, and then trying to find as many of them. So I know today you hear like a very popular word is like, how do you scale your business? Right. And I have scaled a couple affiliate offers. I'm happy to share them. But when I think of like this last year, it's been really tough for a lot of people, and I feel very blessed and fortunate to say it's probably been the best year of my life, and my business is at an all-time high. It's because I have all these small wins that I've lined up, and from hundreds, I believe approximately 320 different affiliate campaigns.
Wow.
None of them are scaled to the moon, but they each produce around $10 of income a day.
Interesting.
So
okay.
All these small wins, and they don't require the drama. See, what people don't share about scaling is there's a lot of drama. If you're spending more money, that's stressful. You have to micromanage your ads if you're using ads, which I think that's pretty much the only way to scale today is through ads. And things change. Facebook changes the algorithm. Your business. Oops, sorry, if my laptop goes down, can you still see the screen? Okay, cool.
Actually, you'll want to wake it up. It did black.
Oh, it did black?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's a lot of drama when you try to scale. And so I have scaled a few campaigns. I'm happy to share about the drama of them and then how they ended up now. Am I still scaling to the moon? But back then I just realized I could just find these very small wins and then use ads to market them beyond my little influence and make $1. And so that concept I've now, like a mad scientist, I've scaled to pretty much every single niche. And I have a few examples I'm happy to be transparent and share today. But what I'm really excited to talk about is that it's actually replicable. So like I see the same ads that you probably see of people in Lamborghinis, and they're saying you can make so much money. And it is true, you can, but it's so hard. It's very unrealistic that all of us can see are seeing these ads can do that. But what I think is it is realistic to find one affiliate offer and promote it and make a small profit. And once you find it and go through the mechanics of creating the setup and the opt-in, the formula, it can produce that income pretty steadily. Of course, nothing is guaranteed.
Sure.
But that is doable. That's very doable to do versus try to find an affiliate offer, take someone from scratch, and scale it to 7 figures. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I still can't take every single offer to 7 figures, 6 figures, or even $10,000. It's very hard, you know?
Yeah, you need everything to line up perfectly, right, to kind of hit that kind of scale. You see, so you're very diversified across the offers you promote.
Yeah, I feel like I am almost creating my own like S&P 500 of affiliate offers.
It reminds me of my index portfolio, right? I'm just going to throw it at the market and let it figure it out versus trying to guess on the stock. Yeah.
And what's interesting, so I literally, you could probably like guess right now, like tell me, are you in this niche? And I could say yes or no. Or like, do you promote this product? So I live in a van right now, and like pretty much everything in my van I'm an affiliate for, including like the solar panels on top and even the toilet.
I was going to ask, like, are you doing, is it a lot of physical good products, e-com products, if you will, or is it digital? Is it all, right? Is there kind of a type of product, if you will, that you like to line up with?
80% of my income is from physical products promoting. Awesome. 20% is from SaaS companies, info products. And I think both have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm happy to talk about them, but I feel like because I think there's so much opportunity to find those small wins that I'm continuing to look for them. I actually have a virtual assistant I hired who all day long, all she does is apply to new affiliate programs. I've been applying to new affiliate programs for like around 20 to 25 a day, and she does it on my behalf. And I still have not applied to every single one on the internet.
Oh no, there's
it's
millions.
impossible.
Yeah. Is it? So if you're doing mostly physical and stuff like that, and I'm sure SaaS drags up the average a bit, but like what's kind of like your average commission you might be getting? Or is there a range of commission that you're looking to get? And I'm sure it depends on price point and all that, but yeah.
There's definitely a formula that I actually have a spreadsheet calculator before I even launch a campaign to try to run the projections. So I'm basically trying to factor in, because I'm running ads, not everyone run ads. I always think if you're listening, you're like, hey, well, cool for Adrian, but I don't have any money. You don't have to have money to promote offers. You just have to work harder to get organic traffic. And right now, at the time of this recording, what's the best way to get organic traffic? It's TikTok. TikTok, you can create content, and doesn't matter how many followers you have the opportunity to get exposure, which I have to pay for. But I also,
their algorithm is incentivizing just pushing it out there, right? They haven't monetized all that yet.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's super generous. So I always think like, two ways of getting traffic: paid, organic. But so when I'm doing paid, I don't want to waste any of my money. So I'm trying to first spend money to collect a lead, and I'm trying to get a lead for as cheap as possible, specifically under $1. My goal is probably like 25 cents. And so how I get the lead is basically creating a piece of content that is educational, inspiring. So I'll pull up one example here on my screen. So this is Chimera Coffee, and I'm an affiliate for. You can see I've made $2,054.88 from here, and you can see I'm still bringing in sales. I just moved to the conversion tab here. So March 28th, March 18th, and so looking at, let's just say like the last sale I brought in for Chimera Coffee, the total was $112.46. That's an expensive coffee order, by the way.
Yeah.
My commission was $16.87. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously, when you promote an offer, there's the gross income, and then you have your income that you actually make with your commission. I promote offers as low as 5% if the math works. If the math always works, if you're going to make an income, my goal is actually just to break even on the front end. So, for example,
because you're collecting the leads, right?
I'm collecting the leads. So I have a Facebook. So for this, my offer for this would look something like when I drink coffee and improve your brain health at the same time. Or it'd be more of like a list style article, like 7 ways to improve your brain health by drinking coffee. My ads are targeted towards people who drink coffee and then people who are in fitness. And so that's pretty logical. Everyone can take that formula from here and try it. Now, the next step is once they land on my landing page, in order to get that really awesome information, and it is awesome, they trade their email for it, or their phone number, or a Facebook Messenger, or any way where I can actually try to reach out to them again. Then once they get that information, it's actually valuable. I'm not tricking them into their email. There's no smoke screen. It's like here's these 7 steps that actually will help. And each one of those steps happens to be a potential affiliate program. Some of them may not. So the first one, like I'm a big advocate of like drinking a lot of water, and I know it's super healthy for you. So the first step 1, you gotta drink water. I guess I could.
You don't have a water affiliate link? No,
I don't. I need to find one. I'm not going to tell people it's like you need to drink Fiji water specifically. Right. But then the other, like Chimera Coffee is embedded in here. So then they're reading that list article, and maybe 5 of the 7 things are actually ways that they can improve their brain health and are affiliate links. So it's educational focused. It's based on value, and then if they click and buy, then that person who clicked on that blog purchased $116 worth. Most got like a bundle, and then I made my money. And to acquire that lead, again, I'm trying to only spend 25 cents to get that lead.
Right.
Now, not every lead purchases, but ultimately, I don't want to do the math and mess it up here on this video, but basically like how many leads I could afford to acquire and just have one of them buy at a 25 cents rate. Those are pretty healthy numbers.
They are, yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Well, then you have the lead, and definitely if it's on email, right, so you can be marketing them to other products down the road.
Yes,
yeah.
And this is, I think, the lifeblood of this business. You have to capture leads. So what I could be doing, and this is what I think a big mistake I see for a lot of beginners, is that they're doing the same thing I'm doing, except they aren't capturing the leads.
They're going straight to offer?
They're going straight to offer.
Yeah.
Now, you will make money that way. But
sure, I guess you could argue if you're collecting leads, your conversion rate, if you're to the offer on the next step, could be lower, maybe, or less volume per chance, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is actually. And I would argue, I've tested both. And there's a cookie window for every affiliate program. This cookie window, for those who don't know, the customer doesn't need to purchase on the first day. Each affiliate program has usually a window of like, well, as long as they purchase after you send the click in 30 days, we'll buy. And I think the best affiliate programs actually will spend their own marketing and retargeting that person. So if you can send the right people and they have a good back end that this business you're promoting, sometimes it does make sense to send it. But here's where you leave yourself at risk is, what if Chimera Coffee goes away? Or what if my conversion rate goes to the tank? Or this has happened, you're promoting this is a small company, and then they get acquired. And then they're like, yeah, affiliate program, we're gonna X that. So then now I sent hundreds of orders to Chimera Coffee, maybe thousands, and now all that is gone.
Yeah.
I made the money, hopefully. But where I'm protecting myself is I'm capturing those coffee fitness leads, and now I say, hey, Chimera Coffee was great, and we have an even better one you should be trying now, and that's where I insert the new affiliate link. So I can protect myself long term. By the way, I learned that through some pretty terrible experiences.
I think I saw some of those, on your YouTube channel. I was checking them out, but it's learning experiences, right? Like, it kind of replaces it. I want to go back a step, if you don't mind. Like, are you, like, you say you have like a blog post that you're sending someone to, or it's a blog style looking post that you're kind of sending traffic to. Do you have a whole like coffee fitness blog, or do you just have landers that look like a blog?
Great question. I actually have a dozen different blogs.
Gotcha.
You'd only know I was behind the scenes of one of them, which is my personal brand, adrianbrambila.com. And the others, I'll talk about one I've never mentioned anywhere. It's called Simply Lioness. Okay. And so it's a beauty, it's a female beauty and fitness brand. This is a brand that I promoted, Lady Boss, and scaled a lot. And the reason why I was almost hesitant to share, but I feel like if people did enough research on Lady Boss, I'm still their number one affiliate. I've sold over $1 million worth of their product. You can put the math together. It's like, okay, Adrian's a guy. So how was he promoting a female-only fitness brand? And then they would finally, if they did research, and a couple of people have, they would see Simply Lioness out there. So that's a brand, for example, that if you never heard of this on the video, you would never know. It's me and my team behind it, and we are creating content. You can see our social media on Instagram, and we're running ads to promote different female-oriented products, and the brand is flexible. So. Fitness, makeup, beauty, nutrition, anything that's geared towards like a women who are trying to improve in some area of their life. I could not promote furniture. That wouldn't make sense.
Gotcha.
I couldn't promote a men's shaving gel on that brand, right? So the brand has flexibility, but not everything.
Flexibility to a niche.
To a niche. Yeah. So
that persona, if you will. Yeah.
Right. And I always recommend people, if they're about to get started, you have to pick a niche. You can't just market everything. But don't go too specific. So like, I think if you created a niche on chess, that would be really specific. I think it would be great, but really specific. And then what if you found out chess didn't work out? So then now you have to create a brand new website, brand new domain, go through that entire process. Whereas maybe you could go a level higher and think like thinkgames.com. I don't know if that's available, but like then one of the things you can promote is chess, and you can talk about how chess helps think and creativity. So that's where I would all my brands are like that next level, and they have flexibility, because the truth is, every time I launch a campaign, I don't know if it's going to work. So I need to have flexibility to pivot.
That makes a ton of sense. Is organic a strategy for you at all with these different blogs, or is it more of a that's nice when we have it, but really we're just trying to put out content we can promote cold to?
Yes. Excellent question. I feel like I'm truthfully only promoting organic content for adrianbrambila.com. So like I've been really aggressive on TikTok, posting like 6 times a day for the last year. And so I have like 800,000 followers on there because of that. I am focusing only on paid efforts on all the other brands. I do see value in organic, but I think the time involved is
It's substantial, right?
It's huge.
You said you put in 2 years where you got 43 cents from YouTube, right? Just to
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. That's exactly. It takes a lot of work. So I always think that's how I started though, and it's still a viable option if someone's listening here and they want to get into this business but they don't have money. You don't have to spend money on paid ads. Just understand you're gonna have to work harder, create content, network more online, and get out there. And that is going to
sweat equity, right?
Sweat equity. Yeah. And then once you start making affiliate commissions, then invest that back into the ads. And also understand your first time running ads, you're probably going to lose money like I did, despite how many courses you buy.
Can you dig into that a little bit? That's a common question we get. It's like, how can I get free traffic? How can I get traffic with our website, right? It's this hesitancy to put money forward for that result, which I get, right? You don't want to lose money. You're afraid it might be a scam or something. Like, where was that mental hurdle for you when you were starting to go, okay, I can pay for traffic to this lander to get a lead, or it sounds like you're just going straight to offer first, right?
Right.
Like, where was that mental hurdle for you to invest your own money into traffic? Like, how did you overcome that?
Well, I'll share something that I feel like I maybe see sometimes is when I was trying to learn how to get better, I did what everyone does. I go to YouTube and try to read all the free stuff. And then I finally bought a course. Now, the course did teach me, but while I was in the process of the course, I got marketed with other ads. And so I was like, there's another course, and this is going to teach me and make me even more better. So I'll get that. All of a sudden, 6 months into it, I've got myself into a state of learned helplessness where I've spent maybe, let's just say for sake of example, $1,000 in courses. And now in my ads, I've spent maybe $50. And that ratio of investment into like my own stuff versus what I was spending education, that was the fear. It's like I was afraid to actually spend the money on my own tests, but buying another course, no brainer. I was doing it, and I think it was definitely a mental thing, because I felt like for some reason if I would have spent the $1,000 on myself and I lost it all, it would have felt like a loss. But now today I say, and I think every time I lose money, that's part of buying data to get better. And your own data is actually the best way you learn, when you spend your money on your own tests. Like, for you to actually don't buy the course, but spend the money on your own offer. If you're promoting Khmer coffee, it doesn't matter, but spend that $100 on yourself and learn. Get the feeling of being inside an ad dashboard, understand what all the different alphabet soup of KPIs are, the CPM, the CPC, the CTR, all these things. It's like, this jargon, and then learn how it does. If you don't do that ever, you're always going to just feel like you'll never learn enough. You have to like get into this like fast-paced river of information, and you just got to get in it and try. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on moving. You're going to have to keep buying courses to, try to catch up.
Yeah, I think people look at courses sometimes as, I'm taking action. When really just kind of course collecting, and they're kind of like generating this thing. I spoke at an event, and people had spent $2,000 on a course that this event was tied to, another $500 for the ticket to the event, not including travel and all that. And 60% of the room hadn't run an ad yet, and it was a Facebook advertising course that this was built on.
Yeah,
it's this fear to kind of like exactly. No, I love that. And I like the point you made of investing into data. It's not a loss. Like, sure, maybe you might feel that emotional strain on that, spending money, not getting any return on it. But what have you learned with that? And how can you drill in?
Yeah. Before I did affiliate marketing, I was trying the drop shipping thing back in the day. And that to me still today feels like 10 times more difficult than affiliate marketing. To try to optimize an ad, to get someone to purchase on your website, I think is one of the hardest things to do. I think to run an ad, to get someone to collect an email, I think that's way easier. But I may be just saying that because I've been doing it for so long. But if you are wanting to spend your own money in ads, you don't have to blow all your money. I actually think $5 a day is enough to get a test today. In e-commerce, you could argue that, but because what I think, if using the examples and the strategies I'm doing through educational offers and content, if you spend $5 and if you just get one lead after that first day, you should be able to get a lead on the first day, or $10 if that's your budget. But that's actually not good. Like, I have never, if I launched an ad today at $5 and I only got one lead, something's wrong.
Gotcha.
And usually it's my offer. But because we're asking for an email, and people do give their emails a lot easier than they give their wallets today. So
it's still an ask, but it's a much smaller ask.
It's a smaller ask. So that's why I think it's It's approachable, and honestly, if you have $10 to give it a try, it's gonna do. You may not make your $10 back, but it will move mountains in terms of your progress to like actually, getting started and making the right actions every day.
What do you say to the people that go, no, Adrian, this makes sense, but now I have to learn email marketing and copywriting, and like I'd rather just send straight to the offer. Like, what's your answer to that?
Oh yeah, I have a history. I have scar wounds. So I'll just share a screen right now. Not that screen. Let me try that again. I'll share a screen right now. This is a back-end dashboard for an amazing company called Lady Boss. I actually heard them on stage at a info marketing event. And when they were speaking, I thought, wow, like if I could just be an affiliate for their brand, because they seem like they really care about their customers, and they had this really amazing story. And that's, if you're gathering from note-taking, that's the best of companies to team up with. You want to team up with amazing brands as an affiliate. So they were one. And I had just been burned really badly from promoting offers, sending them straight to the landing page, investing in ads. And yeah, I was making some money, but it was barely break even. And then I ended up losing a lot of money when that entire operation went under. And after, I felt lost. I felt time wasted, 6 months. And I'm talking like tens of thousands of dollars gone. And I had nothing to show for it, I feel like, except for the scar wounds. So when I went to this event, I heard Lady Boss speak on stage, like, you know what, that I actually would give this back a try to get back into this supplement niche. And this time I knew what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to protect myself as an affiliate, because when you don't learn copywriting, when you don't build a website, when you just send traffic straight to their page, you can make money, but you don't protect yourself in the long term. It's the difference from if just asking the questions like, how long do you want to be doing affiliate marketing for? Just a couple months? Or here I am 10 years later, having a thriving business because I did this one thing, collect the lead, which means I have to learn about email marketing, website, copywriting. These are actually exciting things to learn about. If you want to have a business that's longer than just, 6 month stint, like where you're trying, if you want to have a business that you can hire or retire your dad from, like I did mine, you have to collect leads. And so Lady Boss, when I first started them, it was life-changing. I remember we lived in Iowa at the time, Cedar Rapids. There was a really cool college town nearby called Iowa City. And the first week, I no joke, $1,000 every single day in income from my first week. Boom, boom, boom.
And how much of a lift was that compared to what you had been doing?
From affiliate marketing, like 10x. Like,
wow, yeah.
Yeah, it was massively changing. I was sharing this with my wife. The first day, I was like, oh my God, like what is going on? And after, I think on the Friday, the CEOs of the company wanted to get on a Zoom. We're like, okay, you just started, like, what are you doing? And I shared with them exactly what I'm doing. Like, wow, okay, great. We're so happy to have you to promote Lady Boss, to get it more in the world. My wife and I, we went down to Iowa City. We like splurged. We've never done this before. We like fanciest dinner in a hotel. Basically, it was like a $300 tab at the end of the weekend. It was like so insane to us. But like that was life changing. Today, even though I sold millions of Lady Boss, and at one point in time they paid me $60,000 in 1 month income. My profit was like $40,000 probably. Life changing income. I'm looking at a dashboard that says last 30 days, $143.79.
Oh, wow.
So how does that happen? Well, Lady Boss changed a lot. And I would still recommend them actually as a great brand to team up with, but they changed platforms. They changed commission structures, because that little company that I found really early is now a much, much bigger company. They've scaled. And so it's still a great opportunity. And I have only positive things to say about Lady Boss. But if I did not collect my emails, because now with this, I brought in, I think, over 30,000 customers. That's 30,000 buying customers of data points. And if I did what I did in the previous example that I share where I got burned, I would not be here today with now my $750,000 income that's diversified. across all these brands. So collecting the leads is so important. So if you're really debating if you got, I have to learn all this stuff, then maybe affiliate marketing isn't for you, because you have to learn. You have to do the work,
right?
And you have to get the leads. If you don't get the leads, you may get lucky and find a couple profitable things, but don't count on that lasting very long.
That's great. So, I mean, really, you're building the asset, right, that you can carry with you wherever you're going versus just revenue.
Yes.
And that's what I've noticed working with some top, media buyers who generate, hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a day sometimes in revenue. It's that they're churn and burning offers sometimes just to find the ones that fit, and they'll scale it. And then, okay, that's not converting as well anymore. What's the next one? It's a hustle, right? But they've really niched into that one skill set of media buying. And that's like all they're doing.
Yeah.
But no, I think you make a really good point with diversifying and kind of hedging your risk a bit, playing some defense on the front end so you don't get burned on the back end when you're kind of promoting this stuff.
Exactly. And I'll share, since Lady Boss, I have not found an offer that is producing, one offer that is producing me $30,000 in income a month, but I'm actually making 2 to 3 times that, but it's coming from 300 different small wins. So that's how I've changed, and that's how these lessons have affected me in my business, where I actually don't want more than 20% of my affiliate income to come from one business. I now have all these micro income streams that I believe on average are like $300 a month in income from across all these, and that I feel like is like I feel super safe about my business. Whereas before with Lady Boss, like something would happen to my ads, it would stress me out. I would not sleep because like it was like a huge income fluctuations.
Yep.
Because all of it was in one basket, one business. Again, I loved it while I was running, but I already knew that if I didn't diversify, I didn't collect those leads, something could happen, and something did happen. So like here's another company that some of that audience I've been able to promote. Just one example. So Peak Tea, a super high-end tea brand, and their teas are really expensive. Let me back up. Peak Tea is a super high-end tea brand. So expensive, way outside my budget to basically buy these teas, but it is amazing, super high quality, and they have a diet kind of tea niche, like a fasting program. So my Lady Boss data, my 30,000 customers. I actually had like hundreds of thousands of emails from this, but 30,000 were paying. I took that data, and this is one affiliate offer of dozens that I've now been able to use that data from Lady Boss and now continue to monetize on the leads that I've already acquired. So all this income that you're looking at right here, total of $26,260.35 with about $1,700 in the hopper, is straight profit.
Wow.
Because I spent the money to acquire the lead. Lady Boss paid for the lead. I continue to make money from Lady Boss because there was a residual part of the supplement, and now Lady Boss went under. I take my leads, I move them, and I say, what are other great offers that these customers would also love to buy? Because I know so much about them because of how I acquired them through my educational content. Peak Tea is one of them, and I have dozens. And so I've been able to monetize so much more than Lady Boss has, just not from one company. It's diversified. But
I love that.
Yeah.
I assume you can also take that data and put it into like hash data for new campaigns, right? These are like, I want it more lookalikes that like this kind of thing. Are you using that for your top end ads?
Oh yeah, you're sharing the good stuff, huh?
No, I mean, yeah, you can leverage data so many different ways, not just to promote straight offers too, but just,
right.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Right. Yeah. The data is the most important thing we all have. I think email, phone numbers are the most important data points. Messenger is great. The only thing about Messenger is Facebook owns the Messenger.
Sure,
but
yeah.
all the data points to create lookalike audiences across any platform or act like audiences on Pinterest. Every single platform now has this pixel foundation that is collecting the data, and you can upload your list and create lookalikes, and that's the name of the game of scaling, and all that has been
which makes your initial test probably much more likely to succeed with these new offers. Like, okay, this should work, right? I imagine you have a pretty good sense based on the commission, the price, the target demographic. You're like, I should be able to make this work,
right?
Even like you said, if it's only $10 a day or higher,
right?
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. There's truly, when you get to a point where you've tested so many things, and like those guys you mentioned who are making $1 million a day, it's their whole life.
They're generating. I'm sure Zuckerberg's making most of that, right? But
yeah. Right. They're generating so much. Like I only imagine, that's not in the league even close to where I'm not even close to that league, but the amount of data they have, I just think the data I have, I'm able to interpret it, and almost it's like affiliate marketing is like kind of like a mathematical equation where I'm like looking at numbers and I can do projections and estimates. It's never guaranteed, but it gives me the confidence to say, yes, I'm going to try, and here's some money to do it with.
This has been great, Adrian. Before we wrap this up, I just want to fire some questions at you. We get a lot of questions about like what tools to use, what kind of softwares to use, and things like that when people are starting out and or in the mid or even advanced level. What are some of your favorite, like let's say ESPs or CRMs, kind of different tools, or even third-party trackers? Like what are you using on a tech suite level to kind of run this business?
Cool. So the techie nerd talk. I'm actually a big fan of ConvertKit.
Oh, nice. They're here in Boise too.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no
Nathan's
way.
out here. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, man. I'm big fans of them. Yeah. They make it, I think, super easy or easier than other platforms. There's way more complicated platforms out there. I feel like I'm valuing at this point of my life ease of use and automation, partly because when you live in a van and you're traveling the wilderness, there's not Wi-Fi all the time. So like my business, what I love about it, it could definitely be a lot bigger than it is. But I have basically 2 days a week with solid Wi-Fi. So I need to just do all my stuff then. Then I literally don't check my business for like 5 days a week. So I need tools that are helping me automate my business. Now you can't automate something that doesn't work. You have to get it to work first.
I guess you could. You're just wasting a bunch of money, right?
Yeah. But for data, Supermetrics is how I'm basically analyzing data. It's an expensive tool, but
data tools are.
I know they can rack up. I just to encourage everyone out there, I don't think you need any of the tools at the beginning, but once you start automating or trying to learn from your own data, these tools actually do provide a nice return for each one. They may save you, maybe the return isn't dollar, but return is time. That's right now I'm focused on the time aspect. And then I think the other, one of the blogs that is also e-commerce, Klaviyo, I do use that. Yep. That's another just great email CRM kind of tool, a lot of automation built in there based on if and then sequences. When someone views a product and then they don't buy, but you already have their email, it automatically sends email. It's like small, like wins like that. It's just like the cherry on top. It's like, hey, make the ask, and the tools can do it for you.
How about, do you use any like page builders or funnel builders or things like that?
Yes. Is it okay to talk about ClickFunnels and all this stuff? Okay. Yeah. I am a big ClickFunnels user. I also promote them as an affiliate as well. But ClickFunnels is a super awesome funnel building tool. Pretty much all my email opt-ins are on ClickFunnels. It's also, I think, an expensive way to do it. You don't need ClickFunnels to do this.
Sure. I think their main plan's like $300 a month or something, right? Yeah.
$300 a month, and then now more based on the emails you have. For me, it's worth it at the stage, but it just, again, time, ease of use.
Yeah, you can duplicate things really quickly there, right?
Yeah,
it's like
connect, and then it's just, again, I'm really valuing time saving, so ClickFunnels is another great tool.
That's awesome. Thank you. No, we get a ton of questions around that. And then Adrian, gosh, where can people find more about you? Because you've dropped a great knowledge base here. I think a great core skill set too. You're driving home. Where can people go to learn more about you?
Yes, my YouTube channel. So my biggest goal for this year is to also do what you guys are doing here at ClickBank and create really awesome free content on YouTube. So you can just search my name, Adrian Brambila, to find it, or you can type in the name that I created when I was 13 for my YouTube channel called Brambila Bong. But yeah, so
is that sorry, are you a toker? Or is that a Billabong reference? Yeah.
Yeah, when I was 13, did not know I was going to be here doing YouTube stuff. My last name Brambila, Billabong, cool surfer brand. Put them together.
Oh,
amazingness. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here. Love the conversation. I think what you guys here are doing at ClickBank are going to help a lot of people.
Thank you so much to Adrian Brambila for coming onto the channel here. He's driven some great knowledge for us. Go check out his YouTube channel. We'll leave links wherever we can. I don't know how YouTube works, but do check it out. We'll link to all the tools he's using below too. And go make bank. Happy scaling. Get after it. Let's go.